Welcome to the After the Show movie podcast, brought to you by your hosts, Ace Scully and Sid Talk. We're addicted to movies. Are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's a special day, Sid Talk.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it? Is this the before the after the show discussion?
Yes.
What's that? What's special about it?
We watched a Paul Thomas Anderson movie, my favorite director in the whole wide world.
Oh, is that a new holiday?
That's a new...
This is not the before the after the show discussion, which was you talking about this movie and Paul Thomas Anderson and more Paul Thomas Anderson and a little bit more about Paul Thomas Anderson.
So let's continue that streak in this podcast.
Right on.
All right, Sid Talk.
Yeah.
What else have you got to say?
You have to ask me the questions. If you say to me, what have you got to say? This would be a very long podcast.
What else have you got to say? All right. I'll tell you what we're going to be.
You tell me what to say, dear. You're my husband. You get to tell me everything I'm thinking and what I should say.
Well, I was going to say, it's Saturday, November the 22nd. This is After the Show 918. This is your weekly movie review podcast brought to you by me and you. This movie we're looking at this week is One Battle After Another. It's a 2025 release, out now on streaming, rated R. Its runtime is 2 hours and 41 minutes, and it's from our friends at Warner Brothers who sent us a copy for review. Sid Talk, can you give us the synopsis of the movie, One Battle After Another?
First, when you say this is your weekly movie review podcast, it's as if there are no others. I llove that you're so confident.
Yeah, there's only
everyone
this.
Listening to this has no other option. It's like the morning farm show when I was a kid at 5 a.m. on a Saturday. I would get up so early before cartoons started that I would turn on the TV and it was fuzzy, and then the thing and the national anthem, and then the farm show would come on. That was the only farm show.
I mean, this is the only, as far as I know. I don't know any others.
Synopsis is an entanglement of humans battling one thing after another.
I'll give you the real one, the one that's better than that one.
Yeah, it's gonna be better.
When their enemy resurfaces after 16 years, a group of ex-revolutionaries reunite to rescue the daughter of one of their own.
Okay. Yeah, that's better because that's more accurate.
Makes sense.
Makes sense, yeah.
All right, Sito, One Battle After Another, the new film by...
I forget.
Paul Thomas Anderson.
Right. Your friend.
What did you think?
I'm sorry, we won't claim that you're his friend. You don't know him. We don't know these people. We're not stalker
I'm just a fan.
People.
I'm a fan. I'm not a stalker.
You're not a stalker fan. You will watch all the movies and any interviews you can come across.
Yes, which is difficult with Paul.
It's rare, yes.
Yeah.
I think, I loved it, so I just want to know what you thought. I reserved to this very moment. I didn't want to get your opinion until now.
Well, remember his other Thomas Pynchon novel adaptation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You didn't love it? I
did not love it. It's my least favorite. So when it was announced that this was another Thomas Pynchon novel adaptation, I was like, oh, no. I'm pleasantly surprised to say that this was one of the best I've seen from him.
I'm not surprised at all. It's fantastic.
This is a different film to Inherent Vice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I would hope so.
Yeah.
It's a very different film from There Will Be Blood.
It's not even got the same vibe, really.
Maybe if people don't know, tell them a few of Paul Thomas Anderson's movies, just to give them some context.
Magnolia, my favorite.
Right.
Punch Drunk Love with Adam Sandler. Amazing.
Right.
You like that one?
Yes.
Inherent Vice, which I just mentioned.
That you don't love.
I don't love. I need to see it again. Licorice Pizza.
Which we both
Boogie
love.
Nights.
Boogie Nights, of course.
That's probably the most famous one to anybody.
So if you've heard any of those, that's the
Phantom
director.
Thread.
Oh, yes, Phantom. Ooh.
And There Will Be Blood, of course.
They'll give me chills a little bit.
Yeah, they're all something else, aren't they, really?
Well, yeah.
Is he one of the best filmmakers from America?
Are you biased?
I think he might be. This one, it's surprisingly almost like an action movie, which is not a Paul Thomas Anderson thing.
Mm.
You know, it's like almost like a new thing for him.
So I didn't feel that. I felt Magnolia, but with like a layer of aggravating factors. Now, Magnolia, everybody has terrible horrible things
It's
happen.
about feelings.
It is. And this is about feelings also and ideas.
Yeah.
But also like the physicality of where all these traumas and, I mean, the idea of revolution is in here, an ongoing, never-ending revolution.
Now, this would be controversial, right?
Absolutely.
Because you're making revolutionaries like our heroes in the movie.
See, now I disagree because I'm not in love with the
revolutionaries. I didn't really stick up for anybody.
No,
but people as humans, like, I think what it's really about is family and human connection.
Absolutely.
And all the other stuff is the story.
Because let's give a quick rundown. So in the beginning, we get some revolutionary folks who want to like blow up banks, and they do, and they want to cause like a bring down of the system. Some shit goes down. One of them gets put into, what's it called? Secret
witness
protection. And then what we're left with is a dude, DiCaprio, and a kid, the Willa, have just gotten off. They're not witness protection or anything. They go off.
Paranoid hiders.
He raises her on his own. He's a drug addict, alcoholic. He's depressed. Obviously, he's got issues, right? And in the meantime, as the woman's voiceover says, in 16 years, nothing has changed. The world has not changed from the time we were blowing up shit and trying to take these. So one of the focuses is immigration. And so immigration camps where people are basically interred until they're put back to their country or led into America, that very specific thing. They free some people from that. You get lots of hints of that kind of thing, like let people just be free to come and go as they want, et cetera, et cetera. So that was what they were trying to change.
They rob a bank to fund their...
And even, I mean, there's murder, there's bombs, there's robbery, there's intimidation, there's terrorism. That's why you don't love the revolutionaries, right? You can't be blinded by an idea and allow someone to be bad. It doesn't work like that. In the world, people do it all the time. Then you're a hypocrite. Okay, so we'll put that out there. So what we have now is that all went down, and then that faded away a little bit, but all the crappy stuff still exists. The internment camps are still going on, or whatever they're called now, detention centers and whatnot. So the world never really changes, no matter how much the oppressed revolutionaries want to break down the bullshit of the oppressors, because we know in the world it seems to go that way. It shouldn't. And I'm not a doomsdayer, and I'm not a total pessimist, but nothing changes. That means that the big ideas, the big political things they're trying to move and shake, they're not changing. But what's changing is the individuals who are coming to terms with, like he is, coming to terms with having raised this daughter for 16 years, and I'm kind of a loser, and I need to change. I need to fix that. And then she's, all the different individuals have gone through a change.
Right.
That's the real revolution, people. So there you go. That's my take on.
Everybody's got a bad side to them.
Absolutely.
I mean, the baddies in this are really horrible, though.
Absolutely.
But then again, the goodies are also the baddies. So it's a morally grey area. The only thing you can really tug onto is this person cares about this person, and I can tell that they do.
It's ethically fraught.
Yeah.
Like,
so I imagine controversial.
Do you fight fire? They even say that we're going to fight fire with fire. So do you become the villain just to defeat the villain? That's the idea.
Yeah. And, when I said it was kind of like an action movie, there's a lot more action in this than you would have seen in any Paul Thomas Anderson movie, including a car chase.
2 car chases.
2 car chases.
Mm-hmm.
Action sequences, like when they go and rob the bank, or skateboarding.
I guess I don't feel like those. He does it in a way that doesn't make me feel like it's action.
Right. Yeah, and it's isn't.
Like it's happening.
But it is.
Parallel to what's really happening, right? So Bob running on the roof with them, while visually it is a guy our age trying to do parkour across the building. It's more about his desperation and confusion and everything. So the parkour kind of melted away. The car chase melted away. Obviously there's actual fire in the street, and what's it called when the police all line up with their
Like a riot.
gear? Yeah, that's happening in the street, but it's blurred in the background. You're not even in the middle of it. It is happening, and then you go away from it to the individual people and sort of like the actual thing that's happening. I love that.
Yeah. Because Paul, is a bit more than he's not going to make a straight up action film, but this is the closest.
Paul, you're on first name basis.
Paul's really good friends with Quentin Tarantino, and I felt some Quentin Tarantino-ness to this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Or maybe Quentin is influenced by his friend Paul.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't know.
There's definitely some things where I'm like, oh, that's very Tarantino. Like the Black Nuns, for instance.
Right. But that doesn't mean it's from Tarantino.
Well, not from Tarantino, but from exploitation type stuff. Or there's a bunch of things where I was like, oh, there was a specific music track that was played. I think it's in Jackie Brown.
Mm.
The one where Benicio del Toro picked him up outside the hospital when he escaped from the hospital.
I don't remember the song.
It's like a very old, like Motown-y type song, but that was like, oh, I was like, yeah, that. So there's a bit of that. Says he's not influenced by much. He tries to make his own thing, but
yeah.
I just feel like there was some stuff here.
Yeah, but I'm going to say other people are influenced by him.
Yeah.
I'm giving him more credit than you are. I'm not even a super fan.
I know Paul doesn't do his own cinematography, but he always has the same guy. And I do like the way his movies look.
It's gorgeous. Yeah. Every single thing. And even the very functional, like when he's in that room and he knocks down the curtain, the way the camera is and the set and the lighting. I mean, you get like chills thinking about how every single shot looks gorgeous.
There was one camera move where I was kind of puzzled by it. And it was like the camera was on the door.
Mm-hmm. It was just on the door of the car.
But it was an odd looking shot, wasn't it? But cool. I was like, what did they do there?
Oh,
it was very quick.
Oh, I thought, that looks like a YouTube shot. That somebody just stuck a camera on a door. No big, like on a car door.
Yeah.
So when she shuts the door, it swings around and then points at her.
The car chase that they do is the place is a real life place called the Valley of Hills.
Mm-hmm.
You've probably seen it in other movies, I imagine. It seems like I might have seen in Vanishing Point.
I was thinking he might have seen it. I mean, it is an amazing road.
Yeah, and it's the one where you go up and down, and it's very, very steep.
It reminded me of growing up in the country whenever my father thought it was hilarious to go really fast over the top of those kinds of hills on old blacktop roads, and then your stomach would drop and it would make you feel like, ugh. And we had a bus driver who, if everyone was acting up, would actually intentionally go quick over those, and the back of the bus would flop up. Now, these days, that would get him canceled, but we would all flop up, and half of us would fall out of the seat and bang our heads, and then he'd be like, shut the F up. Good old 70s and 80s.
But unlike in just your standard generic action type scene, it didn't resort to them jumping off the top of hills, and it never resorted to that.
You mean a Tom Cruise move?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. When they were going up and down over the hill thing.
Yeah.
It was more like when you're in the valley of one of those hills, you can't see who's behind you or in front of you. So it's kind of scary in a way.
Oh, it sucks ass because, sorry, Kevin Smith. I know what you would say, but it sucks because you can't ever tell when you can pass. And
right.
It might have a passing line for like a few feet. And then you're like, well, if I try to pass here, a car is going to pop up over that corner. That's why I was terrified of this car chase.
It was a really cool looking car chase.
Mm-hmm.
They also name checked, like you said, Tom Cruise, which I thought was really funny.
Yeah.
There is moments of humor in this.
Absolutely.
Leonardo DiCaprio's character is extremely funny, even though he's very confused. The main thing that he can't remember something.
Here's how I saw this character, and I wanted to save it to now to say it to you and have you be like, oh, it's as if Floyd from True Romance
I actually thought that myself.
Grew up because he's running around in his robe. He's a little bit befuddled, but you feel like Floyd's got a hold on shit, right?
I like how honest he is, though, because he's like on the phone with the guy. He's supposed to say a password to this guy.
After 16 years.
Yeah, but he even tells the guy, look, for 30 years, I've been doing drugs. My mind is messed. I'm never going to remember something that you've told me 30 years. Totally honest about the whole thing. So yeah, there's a whole joke about him not remembering because it's all clandestine. And,
yes.
Before you can actually speak to anybody, you've got to tell them the password.
The nest and all that shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Which, conspiracy theory stuff and all that. It's interesting. And again, the character in Inherent Vice that Joaquin Phoenix plays, that character's similar, right? That might be the Pinchon thing.
A nervous guy.
Everybody's out to get me.
Yeah.
I better look behind me all the time.
But this guy's right.
This guy is absolutely right, yeah.
There's no delusion here. This is real.
Yeah. Anything else to say about the movie? I say go and see the movie.
I mean, it's intense, so you got to be prepared for,
Let's get on to the cast because that's the most interesting part.
Aye.
Leonardo DiCaprio plays Bob. What do you think?
I said, and again, referencing Floyd, because Floyd was Brad Pitt, if you don't know that from True Romance, and that Brad Pitt and DiCaprio from our generation, right?
Uh-huh.
So as we grew up, they're a little older than us, I think. I'm hoping they're a little older than us. I don't know. They hit in a lot of movies early on. Everybody falls in love with them. And now it's sort of like turning around going, yeah, we're actually really good as well. Like, we're not just, Leonardo. We're not just like Jack from Titanic and Floyd from The Couch on True Romance. Like, we actually are. And I think this about DiCaprio. He's got he can do both. Like, the really serious, intimidating, like when he really kicks into like deep emotion, and then he can do that nervous thing. Well, I don't think we've seen him be that guy, that sort of like disheveled and falling apart. I feel like he really
not the falling apart.
He became that so well for me. I loved it. I loved to watch. I like watching him.
How old do you think Leonardo DiCaprio is?
55.
He was born in 1974.
Oh no, he's 7 years younger than me. Yeah. We're going to call that still my generation.
Yeah. He is excellent, though. I mean, you don't need us to tell you that.
How old's Brad Pitt then? Mr. Smarty Pants? Clickety clack clack. Because I feel like Brad Pitt, I was an adult when he was making movies, and he was probably younger than me too. Ugh.
He's 61.
Oh, thank goodness for that. That balances things out. I'm 58. He's 61. DiCaprio's a child compared to us.
DiCaprio is great in this movie.
He really is.
Benicio del Toro, also great, as plays his sensei.
Absolutely.
He's just this calm, peaceful.
Well, he'll
also snap into action if he needs to.
One of the things about the title is One Battle After Another is that you're not just seeing our main character battle to save the daughter. Like, that's the main battle we're seeing. Like, the daughter's in danger. The whole revolution thing is no longer relevant. And even some lyrics say, something's not relevant. And then there's this whole other thing. Benicio del Toro's people, who are Mexican people who are working in places, and apparently not everyone is here fully legally, and he's protecting them, and they've got a network of how to protect each other from sieges and the police coming in and trying to raid them and take them all off. He's got his own completely separate from this, but it's very obvious that he has been through some shit. And his thing that he says to our dude is, you know what freedom is? No fear. That's why he's a sensei. He does the what's it called? Not taekwondo, but karate, and he does the thing where he bows to the thing and he says, ocean waves, relax.
He's very funny, but also very serious.
When DiCaprio first comes into the gym thing and he locks the door, and then he's freaking out, and Benicio is changing his shoes, and DiCaprio's like freaking out, crawling on the floor, trying to plug his phone in, and he's all sweaty, and he's got these bags, and he's like, hey, Bob, what's going on? It was beautiful to watch. I loved it.
He is great. Teyana Taylor plays Perfidia. She's excellent. She's in the beginning of the movie, let's say, before it goes forward in time. What do you think? She
establishes precisely who she is, this character, and her impact on what it is she wants, what she thinks she needs to do for society, because she's one of the bad revolutionaries, we're going to say.
Yeah, she's definitely bad.
And also, she's torn. She's not perfect, and she is flawed, and you want to think what she's doing is sort of some subterfuge, messing around with this colonel guy.
Yeah.
But then it's like it's not that. She's just as weak as everyone else. And so, but she establishes early on what she wants the world to see. And then we get a letter from her later where she says precisely that.
Yeah.
I'm tired of what's on the outside kind of deal. So she did a great job.
We've got Regina Hall as Deandra. She's the lady who gets her to the nuns, right?
Okay. Well, yeah. I didn't know for sure what her name was.
Yeah, she's good too. I keep meaning to call them terrorists, but they're not. Are they terrorists? I guess they are. Yeah,
because they were using terrorist
they were using
intimidation.
Bombs.
Absolutely. So they are what, the line of revolting against a oppressive system and becoming an oppressive organization yourself. Like, that's reality. Anybody can bitch about it. I don't care. That's the truth. When you become that, you're part of the problem.
Revolutionaries / terrorists.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got Alana Haim from the band Haim as Mae West. Not that Mae West.
No.
The revolutionary Mae West.
They all have little fake names.
Yeah. Again, she was great in Licorice Pizza. She's in this one at the beginning of the movie, let's say. But we've got Sean Penn, and this is, to me, it's almost a legendary performance.
Absolutely.
It's so fucked up. This character of Lockjaw is a baddie to go down in the books.
Absolutely.
He is, from the beginning, the first scene you see of him, let's say when he has a boner, you're like, what the fuck is this guy?
Who is this guy?
And it just gets progressively weirder and worse. And he's horrible, right?
He's like a loser who's been put in a position of great power where he is in charge of eliminating the immigration problem. And he is a racist, and he is a sexist,
bad.
And he's all the things. He's all the things.
He is.
And also broken inside, but you don't get to see that much. It's just all.
And what becomes of him in this movie? I don't want to spoil it, but what becomes of him? I was like, oh, that's really interesting, because I didn't see that little footnote coming.
It seems a little unfair that it was what it was.
Yeah.
But
you mean a bit too?
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? An end is an end.
Yeah. Chase Infinity plays Willa. She's our main character, basically.
Absolutely. She should have been first. So when the movie's done and the credits start to roll, I want to see her at the top. But oh no.
She's like last, actually.
No, she's not last. She's after the 3 men.
Right.
And then the 1 woman and then her. And I feel like she should have been first and then everybody else.
But it was one of those like introducing Chase
but they
Infinity.
could have put that first and let her be before Del Toro and before all of them.
She's excellent.
I'm rebelling against that.
She's tough. Just to fight a way out of this situation in the car.
And she does.
She does a bit of karate at some point. She just wants to be not, you see a part where she wants to be normal, just go to the prom with her friends.
And she does not know. So she's 16. She doesn't know who she is or where she's from. She doesn't know about the revolution stuff. All she knows is her and Bob have been growing up. She's been growing up in this town. She has friends. She's in high school. All she knows is he's paranoid, and she has this thing. So one of the themes through the movie is this little soundy-offy, not a walkie-talkie, but
it's like a pager.
But not. If you're in range of a person with the same one set to the same setting, the music will play.
Right.
And that means if someone that you find in the world has one, you should trust them with your life, because there are only this many.
Which is still kind of flawed, isn't it?
Yeah, because he says his never works.
Yeah.
But she doesn't know any of this stuff, though, until all of a sudden, boom, someone shows up at her dance and says some weird shit to her, and she knows the code words, because apparently Bob has taught her. And Bob's not his name. His name is Pat. That's DiCaprio. And so she's oblivious to everything. She's never been trained, except she does karate. So I bet Dad was an influence in that, right? He probably thought, well, she better learn how to defend herself. But she's not part of this revolution thing until she gets treated like shit by Mr. Jerk. What's his name?
Lockjaw.
Sean Penn. Yeah, Lockjaw. And the thing is, when you treat someone like that, and what do you expect? She's going to start fighting back. She's going to become a revolutionary.
Yeah. The scene where Lockjaw goes for his little interview with the Christmas party people.
Oh my God.
That scene is amazing.
It made my heart race.
Yeah, it's just like Sean Penn is so good at portraying everything with just sometimes not saying anything. You're just looking at his face going, ugh, this is awful.
Yeah.
It's like a little mini job interview, and they ask him some weird questions and he has to
Yeah.
answer everything. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. And I think a lot of the scenes with Sean Penn were very uncomfortable,
Absolutely.
you know? Ugh. So we've got directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. We've already mentioned his movies. He is awesome. He makes good movies. But not very often. I mean,
That's good, though.
it is good. You don't want too many.
No.
Right? IMDb reviews, what are those?
Those are reviews. You're going to find somebody who hates this movie, I'm assuming. And then you're going to read that review. It's a 1 star. And you're going to give them a funny voice. And you're going to disagree with them.
Well, overall, this movie on IMDb, it gets an 8 out of 10.
Right on.
So, but there are still 1-star reviews.
Sure.
There are a bunch. All right. First guy says 3 hours closer to death. I actually created an account here just so I could review this movie in the hopes of saving a person for sitting through 3 hours of wasted time. The movie's nonsensical. It's ham-fisted with political overtones and is extremely stupid. The only high point was a Steely Dan song in the soundtrack. But just listen to that on Amazon Music and save yourself the time. So there's that guy.
Okay.
Second guy says, this is the worst film I've seen all year, almost as bad as last year's Amelia Perez. This is why people could not care less about Hollywood, because this movie reflects a soulless auteur.
Whoa. Okay.
That's an actual insult to Paul Thomas Anderson, right?
Yes.
And the third one says,
Soulless.
I took my son to watch this movie today and was really looking forward to it because I am a huge DiCaprio fan. I'm 51 years of age and I've watched thousands of movies and never once have I walked out of a cinema until today.
Why?
This was without the doubt the most mind-numbingly boring film I have ever seen. I can't comment past the first 45 minutes as I was so bored and walked out.
Okay.
That's it. They're the people who didn't like it.
Bored, terrible. Fair enough.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. I mean, often that is why people leave a bad review, right? It's just not their type of movie.
My question to What's-Her-Face is, what do you want him to be? Jack from the Titanic every time?
Yes.
Okay. That answers my question.
All right, extras. We did not see any because we watched the streaming version. Conclusion, I'm going to give One Battle After Another a 9 out of 10.
Oh, I'm giving it a 9.2.
It's very high.
I wanted to outdo you. I knew you wouldn't go 10. I don't know why.
I'll never go 10.
Well, you do, because you have one that's a 10. You have to have Magnolia as a 10,
like
right?
9.8.
Oh my God.
I don't have a 10.
What would it take?
I haven't seen it yet. I don't know what it is.
But the thing is, if right now we said, okay, that's it. You're never watching another movie ever again.
Then I'd have to go and re-catalog everything.
Okay. So what would come to a 10?
Probably Magnolia.
Okay. Then let's assume every movie is your last. You have to go with that.
This is definitely...
Don't compare to future movies. That's incredibly insane.
As the credits rolled, I said to you, I see Oscars in this movie's future.
I hope so.
Yeah, I do too. Paul's never got an Oscar.
I mean, I don't care about the Oscars anymore. I'll be very honest with you. I used to love it, liked it, all of that. But I do understand.
You're like the people who write 1 out of 10 reviews on IMDb.
If I was writing a review of the guy.
Oscars. It is so boring and a waste of my time.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Copy and paste that in my review, please.
Yes. All right. So we both, excellent. Would you say?
Yes.
It's the kind of thing you're just glad you're a movie fan when you've watched it.
Yes, I love that feeling.
Yeah. All right. Next week, we're looking at the movie Honey, Don't. It's one of the Coen brothers. Not both of them, just one of them. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So a Coen brother, singular Coen brother movie. All right, we'll watch that next week. Movie recommendations, Magnolia and There Will Be Blood.
Oh, that's quick.
I like all of his movies. Inherent Vice, but those two pop out to me.
Right. And I am going back to all the movies that have ever been made, and of them, the list of movies that I have seen, and of them, horror movies. And so we're up to 2012. And here's one that's really, is The Seasoning House.
Yeah, that one's very weird.
Even though the guy who's the horrible guy in it does the voiceover for MasterChef in England, which we love.
It's Doctor Who, John Pertwee's son.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but he's in it, and it's terrible. He's terrible. It's creepy. It's challenging. So be careful if you're going to watch Seasoning House. Walking Dead, Telltale Game.
Oh, yeah.
So I decided I'll just mix that stuff in because zombies are my horror of choice. And so I love the show mostly. We're going to say 82% there if you add it all up together. But the games add quality to the universe. I will say, absolutely.
The games are better than the show.
That one was fun to play and watch, and it told some extra little stories, and had like Michonne's little side thingy that she did, and so I didn't mind that at all. Then we go to 2013 Evil Dead remake.
Oh, yes.
That was actually, you were afraid, but it turned out to be...
That's the really, really gruesome one.
Turned out to be good.
Yeah.
And Dark Skies, which I had forgotten. I had to look it up. We've reviewed it, apparently.
We have.
It's one of those like weird alien mental infection invasion
it's
type
not
of
great.
deals. It's not. I like the lady who's in it. And then World War Z. That also, because I'm a zombie. I'm a zombie-phile, we're going to say.
Bradley Pitt.
I have a complicated relationship with zombies, as Tina Belcher would say. Yeah, and it had so much... See, there's a Pitt movie, but it had so much potential. And yet, it's just flat. I mean, not the pile of zombies isn't flat, but it's just flat. It's unfortunate.
I always remember the pile of zombies.
Yeah.
And I also remember that the trailer made it look amazing.
It did.
Yeah.
It did. And then the story is the same story.
You go and see the trailer and you're like, holy shit, they made it. They made a really amazing zombie movie.
Yeah.
They didn't.
Like we're talking, you get the vibe of 28 Days Later. So you're like, oh, a new kind of zombie.
Yep.
It's going to be terrifying instead of the little shambling along zombies of Walking Dead who you could walk ahead of and you're fine. They're never going to catch you. They don't. Well, most of them don't run, but yeah, it was unfortunate. Maybe they can remake it. Let's do a remake. I'm not usually an advocate for that, but whatever. If it can be better, make it better.
Yeah. It was based on a book, and apparently the book is really good, and anybody who saw the movie was like, oh, what did you do?
Yeah, I don't care about that because you can't compare one to the other, but if you're going to make another movie, you have a new opportunity to make a better movie version.
Very nice. Well said.
Thank you.
All right, Ace Scully stuff this week. I've been playing a new game called Moonlighter 2 Electric Boogaloo.
It is not.
It's not. It's called Moonlighter 2 The Endless Vault. Do you know it?
No.
Have you seen me playing it?
Maybe.
It's the one where you're a little shopkeeper.
You've told me.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
All right. So Moonlighter 2, I'll give you the blurb off the box. Live the double life of a fearless adventurer and a crafty merchant. Dive into vibrant dimensions brimming with shiny loot and pesky enemies. Grow your shop, tinker with weapons and gadgets, and make your mark amongst a ragtag community of castaways. So it's a game. It's in that you even said, because you looked at the game and said, oh, I like how it looks like an old school game. Because it looks like the old Zelda.
It's cute.
It's kind of top down, but fancy, new graphics, but it does look like an old type of video game. So it's kind of in two parts. You're this guy who runs a shop in this world and sells items to adventurers. But to get the items, you need to go into the dungeons to get the items yourself to bring back and stock up your store. So there's two sides to the game. There's the combat part where you go out to get relics, and there's the part where a shop management simulator. So both parts are really fun. And a run generally involves you going out, spending some time in the dungeon, coming back, setting up your stall, and then selling everything and see how much money you make. and you're making enough money to unlock new things. It's like hack and slash. You've got to dodge and roll. You've got a sword that you can swing, and you've also got a gun that you can fire. And enemies come into a little arena. Each part of the dungeon is like a little small roped off section. And you go in and you have to clear all the enemies out. And when you clear the enemies out, a chest spawns, and inside the chest is the stuff that you're going to sell in the shop. It can be, depending on how hard you're playing or how far you get into the dungeon, the loot gets better. So if you're the 10th room in to the dungeon, the loot will be much better than the first room. So it's a balancing act of you've got to get as far as you can in the dungeon to get the best loot without dying. Because if you die, all the loot gets broken. And when you bring it back to your shop, it's all worth nothing because it's been damaged, you know? So you've got to know when to leave the dungeon with the good loot. If you think, I'm not going to win this next room because my health is really low and I've got all this expensive stuff in my backpack, you can press a button and zap back to town, but then you lose that whole run. But you take the stuff that you had with you. So it's this kind of gambling game of, do I carry on going and get better stuff, or do I go back and sell it now? So
Sounds too challenging for me.
It is quite challenging, the combat part, but the selling part is not. And the selling part's interesting because you're not quite sure as a shopkeeper how much the things are worth that you've got. So when you put them on the shelf, you have to set a price. And at first, that price is just an arbitrary number that you've took out of your head. So I'll start with $1,000, right? Let's see if they'll buy it for $1,000. And as customers come up and look at the stuff, you can see a little bubble above their head, whether they're happy, sad, or disgusted by the price. And you look, so I put it for 1,000, and a guy's like, that's disgusting. So I'll put it down to 500. And then you'll have a guy like, he's like in the middle. So you've got to fine tune the price. Then when you've got the price just right, that they're very happy with buying it at that price, the next time you get that same object from the dungeon and put it on your shelf, it will put it automatically at that price. So it's about unlocking all these prices and making sure you maximize the profit while you're doing the selling. So it's Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault. It's out on Steam. I believe it's out on everything, but I played the Steam version. It's on sale at the moment. It's 17% off, which is a weird number.
That is weird.
That makes it $24.89. But as I said to you when I was playing it the other day, it's one of those like forever games where you can always have a run of it.
Right.
And try and do better. So if you like this kind of game, I think you really like it. There's also a demo on Steam if you want to just try it out. Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault. Sid taught what's for dinner?
Pizza frozen. I mean, it's not going to be frozen when we eat it.
Ooh.
Exactly.
Yeah, I prefer it cooked.
Okay, we'll cook it. And then I made a peach, we're going to call it surprise or peach delight, which is...
Can we call it a cobbler?
Some you can. But you might be surprised that it's not actually go. So I had some leftover homemade bread because I have sourdough starter. Yeah, I'm one of those people. And I had a few slices left over. It's fucking delicious. Pardon my language. But if I'm going to use the F word, it's for this bread. It's like my bread is like a combination of cake and bread combined. I love it. You love it. So I broke it up, put it in the bottom of the baking dish with butter. I just dumped a bunch of frozen peaches, still frozen, on top of that. Sprinkle that with a little bit of sugar. Put some crumbled up more bread on top of that. Smashed it down. Put some more pieces of butter on top. Yeah, it's not a health food. And then baked it for like an hour-ish until it's all sticky and goopy and crunchy. I don't think you'll love it because it's super crunchy.
I also don't love peaches.
You don't love peaches, so I might have to eat it all myself. But here's the deal. When we're done with this, I might have to go get ice cream. But if you're not going to eat it, then I won't.
Klondike bars.
No, not Klondike bars. Ice cream to go with the peach. Wait, are you not listening to the whole thing about the peach cobbler-ish part? No.
I don't like peaches.
Yeah, the gas station doesn't have Klondike, but they have little tubs of vanilla ice cream.
Well, I'll eat that.
Yes, so I might have to run up there and I might have to spend $10 on a pint of ice cream, but I don't want to go to the big grocery store. So,
what's your advice? Let's get out of there.
My advice is just I can't speak to every circumstance and every person. So everybody who gets riled up about this, okay, deal with it. Part of grief, like grieving the loss of a person specifically, or of anything, loss of anything, yeah, it's grieving, is to let go of the idea that you are supposed to hang on to feeling bad. Like, it's sort of unspoken, but people treat you weird if you're quote unquote supposed to be sad and you're having a good time, right? So I watch a lot of court TV, as we know, and a lot of Dateline and other murder shows. And so a lot of times people who are suspects are, people call them out and say, well, she wasn't crying after so-and-so died, so she must be guilty. And then people say, well, you can't, everybody grieves different. That is true. Sometimes they are guilty, but still, that the littlest things that you think, well, I can't have a good time with that anymore. My mother passed away a year ago, November of 2024. And so one of the things that she loved doing was playing solitaire on her phone all the time. And I would play it. My sister would play it. And my mom was very competitive. And when she went into hospice at my brother's house, she goes, I'm going to quit playing that fucking game. And I was like, what? She swore and everything. She goes, no, you girls are too good. Girls. I mean, I'm 58 and my sister's 67. But she said, you girls are too good. I keep losing to you all the time. And I'd say, get your phone out, play the next game. It says waiting on Sandra. So she'd play her game, and I'd play real fast. And she'd be like, see, I can't, how'd you do it that fast? Really funny. So then since then, I haven't done a lot of solitaire. But then the other day I was like, oh, let me see if I can, have fun with my solitaire again. And then it was, and I was like, I get it. And that wasn't even one of those, like, don't enjoy it. It just didn't hit my radar again. But I do know people who wear the weight of, well, I can't possibly enjoy anything ever again because something terrible happened, right? And feeling bad now doesn't change then. Doesn't bring people back to life. It doesn't fix the problems. It doesn't undo anything that you think you've done in the past that you wish you'd done differently with that person, because you don't have a chance to redo it. All you can do is now. And if continuing to feel bad, you think that's some sort of honoring of that person or that thing or whatever it is, well, I feel like it's actually a disservice to the person in a way, because you're kind of blaming their death for you not being able to move on a little bit. Now, again, I'm not talking about every situation here. Trust me, I know all the different situations. I know and love people who have them all, but there is an element of freedom that when you let go of the idea, just the idea that you can't sit quietly alone and enjoy something without feeling bad, because you should feel bad. We just let go of that idea. Even if you never tell anyone or no one ever knows that you've done the thing that makes you feel good, and you let go of the guilt, I think is maybe what I'm saying. Or let go of the, like, if I enjoy this, then I'm done with thinking about them. Well, you're not. It's just it's an addition to the process. So that is it.
All right. Well said.
Well, I don't know about that.
All right. ascully.com. That's the place you can go to get this podcast. You can also go to Amazon Music, YouTube, Spotify, iTunes. You can go to social media, Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, Threads. You'll find us on there. Or you'll find me mostly, not you.
Sure.
Email feedback to ascully@ascully.com. Don't email Sid Talk. She doesn't want your email. And stay classy, Mr. Paul Thomas Anderson. 9 out of 10.
PTA.
Correct.
And I'm going to say, think for yourself, or someone will do it for you.